The time is 2:00 p.m.
Hello everyone! Welcome to Ninja and I don't know by cosplay. Welcome in! Welcome to another stream! Yeah! Boop! Sorry I'm a bit late today. There we go. But I wasn't really feeling it. I was pretty tired after this week. Because I've been busy. I've been doing so much, so yeah, today's a little later, but I am still here. And we're gonna do some cool stuff. I'm gonna continue making more flowers so that I can finish the hat. And who's in the background? And yeah, I'll thank you. Yeah. But I do hope everyone's having a lovely day today. And yeah, today's gonna be a pretty chill and relaxing stream. Cause yeah. I might have been working a bit too much this vacation and not really like taking my rest. Oopsie. But yeah. Let's go. Cause I don't know what else to say. But yeah, cause last time I left off, I sewed this middle piece to the petals. And I think I started on this one, but then I was like, I'm too tired, I need to stop. So I'm gonna continue making the bigger flower. And then, because last time I did this one with water, so it needed to dry, and it's dry now. And you can see that it is a bit more colour than the other ones, but it's okay. But I do want to finish the smaller one first. Because these ones aren't really important, but last time I wanted to continue, but I didn't really have, I couldn't work on a small one, basically. So, yeah. I want to do that one today, most importantly. And it depends on how fast we do this. I also want to start on the leaves, because we cut this out last time and just put a wire in it, or pinned it down, basically. And I didn't really do anything else with it, but I do want to finish these as well, so that I can finish the hat and the flowers and all of that fun stuff. Because then I can put that aside, and then I think after that I'll start on correcting my mistakes for the cape. Or unless I really want to, because I'm thinking like I don't really want to do it over, because I was almost done with that, like one part of the decoration for the cape, and I'm like a bit like I really don't want to do it over again in the way that I want to do it over again. It's gonna take me a lot more time. So I'm gonna have to see if I'll continue or just redo the ones that I didn't really like how they looked, but then in the faster way. So yeah, we'll continue onto the cape, and hopefully there's gonna be 1 week where I'll be able to start on more patterns, because I do need to make 2 more pieces of clothing, and that's the blouse and the corset. And I want to make the blouse first, I mean, I could wear another blouse that I made. It's kind of the same as Venti's blouse, so that helps a lot. But I want to wear that underneath when I make the pattern for the corset, because to be fair, I really don't know how to make a pattern for a corset, and the way that I saw someone make it was pretty easy with a duct tape pattern. So that's what I'm also gonna do. It's gonna be a duct tape pattern to make it easier for me, for myself and I. Because Venti's corset is like, it's not a simple design. Like, it's not what you'd normally see in a corset. So I think it's also an easier way to see if it looks good on me, if that makes any sense. But I can make a complete mock-up out of it. I have some rings or grommets that I can use. And just everything actually, except for the boning in the corset, because I haven't bought that yet because I want to know for sure how much I need, because it's expensive and I don't want to just spend all the money that someone has lovely donated to me, and just, you know, waste that on so much material that I'm actually just gonna use a little bit of. So I'm gonna make the pattern first and then see how much I need, and then of course get a little bit more than I actually need, but not like a ton more, you know. So that way I can buy all the other stuffs as well. And then continue to save up for the lyre, because the corset and a few other things that I just need to buy as well. But then later on are mostly for the lyre and like makeup and stuff. Because I do a few things still. But you know, makeup apparently does have an expiration date, and I have had some makeup that I have had for quite a while, and I'm not sure how well I can still use that. So I'm probably gonna have to buy a few new things, and hopefully in a smaller quantity than I had before. And number Noor, hi, it's been a while, but I hope you're doing well. I am making some flowers today, and my voice is a bit because I've been having a very nice time relaxing and just doing nothing lately. I mean, I did have work yesterday, which I got really tired from. But like Friday, I was dog sitting the dog from my aunt, because she was going on a little night out with my other aunt. Beep. I didn't want to do that. Beep. And I heard it was a lot of fun. But yeah, she couldn't take a dog with her because there weren't any dogs allowed, so we babysit the dog. Or dog sit the dog. It's not a baby. But yeah, give me a second because then I can show. Because I'm making a flower. Yee. And today is just a very, very chill, relaxing stream. No, I don't wanna. Nope. Because I'm a bit tired. But maybe I'll get my energy back. Because that's normally it. Like, I start stream like, oh, I'm tired. It's gonna be a chill stream. And then mid-stream, I'm just like, yeah, no, actually not. I'm actually quite energetic now. So I guess I'll have to see how it all is gonna turn out. But yeah, it's flowers today. Because I'm hoping to finish some things. Because I've been making so many things. Because you know what's crazy? In like 3.5 weeks, it's gonna be my first streamiversary here on Twitch. Because it's almost been a year since I started streaming. And it's just crazy to me how fast time has passed. Like, I've been working on this cosplay for almost a year now. Like, I mean, I can just go to my, oh yeah, flip. Nah. I don't think I'll be distracted too much this stream. But, oh yeah. Because I started on the 6th of August on this cosplay. Really? On the 6th? Oh well. But I started streaming a little bit later than when I started. But like it's almost the 6th of August, so that's just crazy. It's all crazy. I've almost been streaming for a year. And we've been getting really far. I got some exciting things coming soon as well, hopefully. Next week I'll be able to buy a few cool stuffs. And I'll be able to do the gaming streams. Because I just wanted to get a... Because I'll be using a VTuber model, I wanted to save up for a better webcam. Because this one is just bad. Like, it's okay for the streams that I do here, you know, it's fine for that. But I would love to have, at least for the VTuber, just a bit better quality. And this is probably just me as well. Just like, I just want it to be better. So I mean, it might be expressing for some people, but I worked hard for it. So I'm happy to get some new stuff. The reason why I'm also tired, because I've been working hard. But in the end, I'll be able to buy a few cool things, or just save up for more cool things. Because one thing that I'm also like looking for is like, now I'm using like a webcam to stream. But you know, what if I had an actual camera? Like, it might take me a little longer to eventually get that, but I did look into it and see, you know, what are my options. But maybe if the new webcam that I'll get, maybe that won't just be enough for a while, especially for the gaming streams. But maybe also just for these streams that I can, you know, maybe have 2 cameras. I don't know. I'll see what I'm gonna do for the crafting streams. It will definitely be better for the streams in my sewing room, because I will have my laptop in one place, but I might not be able to use my webcam, like from the laptop, that is. So I might want to use 2, or maybe just not have a face cam. And just be the entire the entire screen just the crafting room and stuff like that. Because I'll have to see how that's gonna work. Because I haven't really figured that out yet. Because I've been mostly working over here and such. Because it's still a tiny bit of a mess. Because I've been working on a lot of projects and just figuring things out in my new sewing room. And it's been really nice. I really love it. And I really adore that I really, yeah, love my family for letting me have that whole entire space for my crafts. You know, you normally don't really get 3 rooms in the entire house just for you. I mean, the sewing room, my mother can also use it, and I mean, if my brother wants to use this crafting room, he could also do that. But he doesn't really want to, so oh well. But if he wanted to, he could. Because he does a lot of miniature painting for like Warhammer. But he mostly does that in his own room, which I understand. But you know, if he wanted to, he could. He could. But we... Another paddle is on it. Wee! And then it's almost a full flower. Wee! And that's what I want. Yeah. And then... Yes. Yeah. Just figure out where I need to stop and such. Because these will be little flap flaps. at the end of it. But yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out. But those are just some fun and exciting things that I'm looking really forward to, because I've never really done a gaming stream before. And of course, the first game that I will play is Subnautica. Oh no, wait. That's a thingy that I wanted to do. Right. In the Discord, I have a poll where you can vote on, I'll probably do that this evening. But for anyone who is in the Discord, you can vote. Or if you want to join, it's exclamation point Discord in the chat. Or for YouTube in the description. And you can vote for which game you would like me to play first on stream. I'll probably put Subnautica in there. A few of my favorite games that I'll replay, which are mostly horror games, or a new game that I haven't tried yet. It's mostly horror or Minecraft. That's mostly the games that I do have. I've talked about this before, and I had Steam on my laptop, but now I don't have it anymore on my laptop, so I can't really look which games I had again. But I have a bunch of horror games, or just like scary spoopy games. And I mean, if you ever have a suggestion of what game I should play, you could always tell me. I like to try new games. But one game that I've been like watching a lot of lately is the new DLC for FNAF Security Breach. It's the Ruin DLC. I was so happy that it was out, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh, nice. I hope you're having a nice time cleaning. Yeah, I don't really need to clean anymore, because I mean, I've been keeping it clean pretty well. But yeah, nice. Also, give me a second, because I feel like there's something stuck in. My bad. Yeah, there we go. I feel like there was something stuck in my throat, so I'm like, eh. You know, trying to get rid of it. But they're not really pleasant sounds, so. But yeah, I do hope the cleaning goes well. But yeah, I'll probably make a poll there, because I don't know how many people are watching, and then because I'll have it up for quite a bit, so like for Twitch, this game can go away like pretty quickly. And on Discord, you know, it can stay there until I say it, like the poll is done. But yeah, any recommendations is always nice. And yeah, ooh, now that I think about it, I might actually be able to play Security Breach now on my PC. Because, for anyone who doesn't know, I have bought with my own monies, I have bought my own PC for the first time. Or, well, it's a really well running PC. It's really nice. It's 10 times better than the one my sister gave me. Although my sister was very sweet for gifting it to me. And I still think she's very sweet that she did that. But yeah. I now have a PC where I can play a lot of games on. Which is the reason why I'll also be streaming them. And I also need to, you know, do some behind the scenes work and like make everything look pretty and such. So that I can stream. because I haven't really been working on any scenes or stuff for those streams yet. I made a background, but I don't really know how my layouts will be and such. So I'm gonna have to figure that out soon as well. But I'll have a bunch of time next week because I'm working a little less. Still quite a bit, but it isn't as much as I did as I'm gonna do the week after that, because I was a little stupid and I didn't think I could see the work week for that week, but I actually could, and I didn't realize that. So now I said I could work on more days than I actually wanted to work. But then again, I don't really mind it as much because I'm mostly starting in the afternoons at the retail job that I do. It's not the most fun job, but oh well. I'm gonna stop at that job after my summer vacation is over, or like 1 week before school starts. So at least I won't have to do it again, but I do want to get everything out of it that I can while I have the time to work more, if that makes any sense, because I won't be really working anymore after that, and I still want to do fun stuff, and I'm actually saving up for a few things as well, so I do want to have that money, or at least a start on saving up for those things. So yeah, I'll be finally stopping at my stupid retail job. Like, my co-workers are very lovely to work with. That's not the problem. It's mostly that the work itself I just really don't like. It's not my passion, and I just really don't like it. Mostly also because the people here in my town are just awful sometimes, and just there are a few lovely people as well, and sometimes people just have a bad day, but it always feels like they take it out on you, and that's not really nice. It's like, I didn't do anything. Why you so mad? Why you so mad, bro? But yeah, I just know that's not the job that I want to do in the future, and I don't want to do it forever. And I didn't want to renew my contract anyway, because then I would have to work more hours while I'm in school, and I really don't like that. I want to, also take my rest, have more time for our family dog, and just for friends and family in general. And we're like, yes, I won't have any money, or much money, but, at least I'll have more time to rest, more time to do the stuff that I love, more time to focus on school, and just not be so tired every week. Maybe I'll actually survive the entire school year without being dead at the end of the school year, And of course I still be working at my other job that I will only do when when I'm free, so like summer vacation, and all the other vacations. So I'll be working. Jesus, my voice today. I'm so sorry. Give me a Okay, I hope now, my voice, it's still warming up because I haven't really talked too much today. But I hope it's a little better now. Where was I at again? Yeah, talking about taking rest. So I'll be able to take more rests and maybe do a bit more streams. Because then I'll just have my weekends to do like an evening stream for games on the Saturday, and then on the Sunday I'll have my crafting streams as always. And Friday evening maybe as well, some crafting streams again. Because I haven't been able to do that because of my Saturday work. Because I've been like working in the mornings on Saturday, and I mean, I don't really mind it as much because then I have a bit more stuff to do in the rest of the day. But I'm realizing now that I'm sleeping more that after work that day than actually doing anything. So I'm like, yeah. This is me. But yeah, I'll stop soon with work and then I'll just be broke. You know, it's not like I haven't been before. It's like going back to the old days of not working and just doing school. It's what I did throughout my entire high school, actually. Yeah, I think they only started working in college, actually. Because I was just too scared to go work. Because of multiple things, but, you know. Ooh. I have a flower. Ta-da! Like, I do need to do a bit more work before this one is finished. But at least all the petals are sewn together. Because one other thing, this will go in the middle here. I need to sew this all together then and have it be... And then the tips of these, I'll have to paint them purple. Because in the reference picture, I'll get it for you guys so they can see what I mean. Revolves. Yes, there we go. At least for the ones in the lie, they have the little purpley things in there. So that's what I'm gonna try and make, like the little stem thingies. It's not really clear how they look, but I think I got the general idea. Of how they're gonna look. So yeah, those are for the liars. The flowers for the liar. Yep. Oh, nice. But I'll put this one aside for now, so that I can work on the other one. Because I have one more bigger flower. But I'll finish that one if I finish the small one first, which I probably will, because this is a smaller flower, so it's gonna be easier. And I think I also wanna have this not as because I put it pretty high, and I think I only need like a small bit that it needs to be attached to. So let's do that. I am stitching this all together with a blanket stitch, if anyone is curious. What the name is, because I really don't know how to explain these stitches. But it's a blanket stitch, so if you want to look it up, how some people who can explain it better. Ooh, my brother is making something. He's making food and I can smell it, and it smells really nice. No, now I want that food. Me wants food. Because it's around lunchtime anyway. I mean, I did eat before stream. Because I woke up a bit later today. So... I did eat like brunch basically. Or at the time when you'd normally eat brunch. Because I know he's making something really good again. And it's probably something with rice, I think. Because it smells like one of those dishes that he'd make with rice. Oop, that's my phone. So, it do be smelling. It smells nice. So you guys can go. Because this flower, although this is a bit weird, a flower, because this one doesn't have the purpley thingies in the middle. Or the stem, like, I don't know really what to call it, but I think it's you could call it a stem thingy majingy. Or at least what, you know, most flowers have. This one doesn't. I don't know why, but it's in the design, so I'm being accurate, you know. I am being accurate. I don't know why I said it that way. My bad. Let's see, is that better? Yeah, that's better. Oh yeah, I was talking about that, wasn't I? But I'm really excited to play Security Breach one day as well. But I do think I'd need to... Or, oh, no, FNAF VR is also like a very cool game to be able to play. But I don't have a VR headset. And I don't know if I have the space for it, to be honest. But, I'm at least very excited about VR Help Wanted. Or FNAF VR Help Wanted 2, because there's going to be a second game, which is, people are suspecting it's going to be a prequel to the first game, which I'm very excited to see how that's going to play out, because it's going to be more sister location related, or at least that's the trailer that I saw for FNAF VR Help Wanted 2. I'm just very excited because we're gonna have a lot of FNAF this year. There's at least 3 things. I don't know about the books, how many of those are gonna come out, but there's probably some books as well, because apparently FNAF has a whole book franchise, like 3 of them already. It's the Silver Eyes trilogy. You have the Fazbear Frights, and now the Pizzaplex Fazbear Frights series. So you got 3 entire series, which I also do want to buy. But like, let me see. Because I have the first trilogy. I have them bookmarked, I believe. Stuff to start up my... Ooh, Veni cosplay, nice. Yeah, you're... Are you gonna make one for the movie? Because you know what? I actually did... Sorry. This is... yes, nice. Because I have a very cool cosplay that I'm gonna make as well. I have made... Wait, I am gonna have to go to this one. But I made this. This I made in 2016, which is technically the year that it was announced that the FNAF movie was gonna be made. But the only problem is I can't see through this mask, and it's a bit old and crusty. But I would love to make a second mask, which I can see through, breathe through, and just a bit better, you know, for the movie. Although this will be from FNAF 2. This is the toy bunny and not the original bunny, because I really liked Toy Bunny. I really liked his design, and I really want to make another mask and make that cosplay happen. It's mostly just a mask and then a fancy outfit. I don't know what to call it in English though. but I think it's called a giletje or gilet, which is like what you would wear under a fancy jacket. Funtime Foxy, nice. Yeah, there's so many fun FNAF characters you can cosplay, but Bonnie is one of my favorites, or at least Toy Bonnie. I really like this design, and mostly because Bonnie is blue. My favorite color is blue. So yeah, but cool that you're gonna make a Vanny cosplay. I can't wait to see it. If you ever want to share it, please do. Because I'm very high. That's also the thing. We're not gonna have 2 games, or at least 1 full game and 1 DLC, which is already out. The FNAF Ruin DLC for the Pizzaplex, or the FNAF Security Breach, I mean. But getting confused with names now. But that one's already out. You can play it if you have FNAF Security Breach, that is, and I don't. But there's probably going to be a bundle that you can buy both, like the DLC and the full game, which I hope, because one of the reasons why I didn't play it yet is because of all the bugs, and mostly because I would never been able to play it on my laptop. My laptop would have crashed when I would have started that game. Oh, you finished Ruin for the 2nd time. Nice. Yeah, I've been watching FNAF, I guess you could say the Rifle Theorist channel with game theory on FNAF. Or yeah, it's FNAF. There we go. But I really love his playthrough because he's just so excited about the game, just as I am, which is just, I really like it. Liked to watch his and I'm gonna watch all the playthroughs of the people that I watch, because all of them already have made videos. I'm just needing to catch up, but it's just such, the game is just and it's so good. Like I do think it is very scary, although for some reason I didn't get as scared as watching Security Breach for the first time. But maybe that's because I was watching it on my phone, and then I'm mostly not as scared with horror games. Because it's just on a very small screen and you can look away really easily. But yeah, I do hope you enjoyed Ruin as well. And I hope that I'm able to play it one day. Which I am going to put maybe in the poll for a new game that I might want to play. So maybe that'll be in there, but I'll play Security Breach first, like the not the DLC, but the normal game. Cause I haven't done that yet. But so just everything from that game, this is such a big thing. Oh my gosh, and I'm very curious on what FNAF's or what's his name, John? Can't remember, but anyway, the guy that runs the channel, I'm very curious on what his theory is on the whole game, and I'm just like I think Security was more action based than horror game, so I'm happy they both like it was a lot more darker than the first game, although I still think the strongest part of the Security Breach was the daycare section. I was shit scared in that game. Mostly because of Moon. Because that was just scary. But I didn't feel the same with the daycare part in Ruin. But then again, it might just be because I watched it on the phone and it just, the scare wasn't really there because I watched it on my phone. But yeah, and I mean, I think, because I'm watching it through a playthrough, if I played myself, I think I'd be shitting my pants. Like, I think it'd be 10 times more scary if I played it myself. But since I can't play it myself yet, and I'm also a person that doesn't really mind watching it first and then buying the game. Because then I know, like, luckily I forget things really fast, so I'm like, how did this game go in? And like, and if I like watch it again, but oh yeah, I can remember some things, but it can still be like a not a completely new experience, but it can still be a new experience for me, which is really nice. Not a lot of people have that, I believe. But yeah, I think I'll just be scared with both games if I play it myself. Or Eclipse. Or Eclipse. Eclipse. No, it's a little Eclipse. Sorry. Oh, precious baby girl. Are you lost? Centigrade. I will send you to Jesus. Yeah. Oh. Like, it's not a playtime. It's not playtime yet. I need to clean up before there's a big day tomorrow. And he's like... to Gregory, he's just... like, get out! Oh, yeah, that was very different as well. I do like that when they realize, or when they like turn good, I suppose, that they're just so nice to Cassie. I'm like, why wasn't this in the first game? What happened? But maybe that might be law, you know? Why they are so, and I mean, Freddy, I mean, bit spoilers, but Freddy is nice to Gregory, but the rest just isn't. Mostly because something happened. And I'm, you know, I love the theories from FNAF. But I haven't really watched many of them. Or at least I've forgotten most of the lore. But yeah, it's very cool. The like, because especially with Roxy, like, because you know Roxy is, or, I mean, I should probably say that this is a lot of spoilers for the Ruin DLC. I am so sorry. But Roxy has been quite angry the entirety of the first game. Or like, you know, like every other animatronic, they're chasing after the main character. But when Roxy realizes that it's Cassie and not Gregory, that change was like, what? Oh my gosh. This is not Gregory. I don't think that Freddy is Freddy because it's prototype on the leg. Yeah. Also, funny thing that I noticed. You know Baby, right? And how this is just FNAF lore spoilers for anyone who doesn't know FNAF, but Baby, she has a little scooping thing, like a little hatch that can open, and there's, you know, there's some ice cream. You know, that can be seen as a present for someone. You know what we seen in Ruin DLC? Freddy with a present and a mouth. And I was like... I mean, it could also be connected to the Nightmare animatronics. But I was like, oh my gosh. That's like, because there's a mouth and there's a present. Like, why is there a present in his stomach? I know, it made me think of how, like, when you also, like, when in the minigame that you can play, oh jeez, in Sister Location, also spoilers to Sister Location, but you know, the little girl that dies because there was something, you know, fun and exciting that was given to her through someone to the animatronic's stomach. I was like... I don't know if there's anything to do with the lore, but I was just very excited to see some resemblance in that. But yeah, also the one thing. If the Afton ending and the Princess minigame ending are both true, how could Freddy be in Fazablasters when he was also underground? In the, you know, in the basement, like, because then it would be more, you know, like, yeah, of course there would have been a prototype, because how can Freddy be in two places at the same time? Because I don't know if he's still stuck down there. And I was just like, and also Jason, thank you so much for the subscription again, for the no 10, sorry. I said 2 months and I want to say 11, but it's been 10 months. Thank you so much. You know, that's almost gonna be a year, you know. Which is just crazy. So thank you so much for continuing to be so kind and support this lovely channel. Sorry that we're talking about a bunch of spoiler stuff for the new Security Breach or FNAF Security Breach Ruin DLC. That's a mouthful, but damn, we're getting old, yes. And do you think the books is shown to be canon now? Well, I think the books can be canon, but they're like parallel universes, or like, I think, I don't know if you know FNAF's theory on this, but I do believe his theory that both things can be true at the same time, but just go a little different, you know? Like, there can be a bunch of parallels, but that doesn't mean they're the same, but they, I don't know if that makes any sense, but I do think like they're both canon, but they just go just a little different, or they're just some little changes to the story, but it still tells the same story in the end. What was another thing that I also noticed? I gotta have to see, because there was one thing that I noticed in... Oh yeah! I don't know if you've seen the scooping or scooper ending, as they call it, or at least that's how I heard it in the live stream that I've watched FNAF, the YouTube channel. But, or what they've called the mimic so far, I don't know the actual name, but, another spoiler, but when they have the costume on, it looks a lot like a mascot. And you know what's on the jacket of that mascot? A big old J. Like, that's not anything FNAF related, right? Because it's a J, it's not Five Nights at Freddy's. But you know, a little restaurant in Midnight Motorist, guess what it has on its board? A big old J. So what I think, it might be a little far-fetched, but what if the mimic has the mascot costume from Juniors in the Midnight Motorist game? And just a thought, you know, just a thought, because that was, when I noticed that, I was like, oh my gosh, because that would, you know, tie back into why Juniors is there and not a FNAF franchise pizzeria or restaurant. I don't know if it has to do with anything, but I was just so happy that I noticed that I was a bit proud of myself. I might be getting a little too much into it, of course, because it's FNAF. How could you not? But I was just like, oh my gosh, really? But I'm gonna have to see what other people think, of course. And I mean, everyone's theories is valid, no matter how crazy they are, I think. Because they're just fun theories, you know? And I was just like, I was just so I'm just gonna look out if anyone else noticed that. Probably. But I was just very, very excited. I like the Ballora book. Was so gruesome. Ooh, yeah. To be honest, I haven't read any of the books. I want to read them, but I want to have a physical copy of it. Because I just read a lot better when I have an actual book in my hands. Because I'm just really not a fan of reading on my phone or on a laptop. My eyes just get 10 times more tired. It was the mimic. I thought about... Ooh, wait, sorry, did I? Or... Sorry. I'm a little confused by that one. I like the Ballora book. Also gruesome. It was the Mimic I thought about. Yeah. But all the Mimics, I heard that it's a very confusing thing, but... Or at least in the books, like, it changes a lot of everything. But then again, everything... With when you read the books, everything just changes. It's just an entire, like... Is this FNAF? But yeah, I think it's really cool, though, that they are making books. Because, you know, with games, you can explore a lot with the story. But books can just do it in such a different way. Because, I mean, you've got graphic novels that can show pictures and stuff. But if you have just a normal book without any pictures, I find it fun then that you can add your own imagination to it. And then that's why I really like they also have some books. It is the only book I have felt uncomfortable by and almost... Oh my. That must be an experience, because I've never had that with a book. Mostly because I've never really had any collection of a horror book. Or, I mean, I read Goosebumps at one point, but I think I picked the ones that were the least scariest. Probably because I liked the cover of it. I was a child. I didn't know really what it was all about, but because it's also a different word. Because you've got goosebumps in English. Guess what it's called in Dutch? Kippenvel, which basically means chicken skin. Which is just very, very funny to me. Because that's a completely different word than what they call it in English. But yeah, I would really love to buy all the books, but... You know, just to buy all the Fazbear Frights books, I believe it's like more than €100 already. Because, oh yeah, and Cthulhu, hello. Yeah, different word but accurate. Mm-hmm. Oh, that was what... I was gonna do something, but I completely forgot. Because I pinned, I believe, if it's still there. Oh yeah. Because I want to buy a lot of books. Because I can buy the Five Nights at Freddy's 3-book boxed set. Because that's the first trilogy, the Silver Eyes trilogy. I would love to buy that one. And then there's a 4-book set of the Fazbear Frights. That one's also quite alright. But yeah. Oh yeah, that was the boxed set. Like 17 books, I believe. Yeah, that's about €65 already. So yeah, it can be like, if you add all of that up of all the books that I can buy, because it's not only just the books that you read, but there's also a coloring book. I can buy. I have actually the official Five Nights at Freddy's coloring book. It's €11.22. Oh, I would love to buy it just to have it, you know, because I mean, it's like plushies having a collector's item like that. I think it'd be very funny. The Ballora book is way different. She pulled a guy that was stuck apart, and the way it was described was horrible. Oh my, yeah. I've heard that like it is can be compared to the Goosebumps, but then just 10 times scarier as well. Oh yeah, the book got lots of hidden lore. Yeah, or at least from what I saw, from what MatPat or the game theory guy.
The time is 3:00 p.m.
Thanks, laptop, by the way. But what he said is that there wasn't so much lore in the coloring book. or at least not anything significant, is what I've heard. But I still want to buy it because it. Who doesn't want a Five Nights at Freddy's coloring book, you know? But the other ones is also the ultimate guide to Five Nights at Freddy's. I would love to have, because that's completely filled with lore, and it's just cool to have, you know. There's some other things that I need to buy. Oh, but yeah, I'm a big FNAF fan, and also yes, thank laptop for telling us the time again. Let me get you some things in here as well. Jeez, I've been troubling over my words a lot today, but that's okay. At least you guys can still understand what I'm saying, hopefully. But yeah, I'm a big fan of FNAF. And I've watched all the game theory lore videos, and I've always been a big fan of how they do it. And now with FNAF, I really like his style as well, and his perspective, and now there's also just a lot more people that are like, yeah, we're all excited about FNAF, let's talk FNAF, and not just game theory, and I think that's a lot of fun as well. And of course there's always been a lot of people on Reddit, but I'm not personally on Reddit. But yeah, it's just, I really like it a lot because it's a scary franchise. I have played, it might be a tad bit illegal, but I have played FNAF 2 on my phone. I surprisingly got to night 6. After Blood, Sweat and Tears, I got to that night 6, and I think I completed it. I can't really remember if I did or didn't, but I was so happy. And Chubby dip that Chubby, welcome on in. I'm struggling with my words today, but welcome on in. Oh, my bad. I don't think anything personal of it. My voice or my words just bleh today. But I hope you are doing well. We're talking about FNAF today because I'm very excited. There's a new game or DLC has come out of FNAF Security Breach, and I really love it. I love all the lore and all the things, and it just gets you thinking again. We've been talking a bit about lore here as well, a bit of spoilers as well. But yeah, I just really love FNAF, and it all started because Luna Pai is gonna make Vanny cosplay, right? Did you say that? Whoop. Yeah, Vanny. I was like, was it Vanny or Vanessa? But a Vanny. Yeah, very cool. Because then I talked about, because I'm gonna remake this mask that I made. It's a very, very cool close up of a very good paint job that I did. But yeah, the one thing, what was it about? Yeah, this ear is already breaking over here. And just the entire, because I picked it up with the, I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's a bit greenish over here, and just everywhere as well, because of the finish that I put on it, and it's getting a bit crusty and old, honestly, and also I can't see through this. I also want to make something better that I can wear it, because it's very heavy, actually. Which, if I am gonna make it again, I'll use tinfoil to, or I think, yeah, tinfoil I could use, right? To make it lighter on the inside, and then use paper mache. because it's very heavy, because that's just a massive block of paper mache and glue. And then I repainted it, because in 2016, when I originally made this for a school project, by the way, I made that at school, and I was even allowed to stay later in the classroom to finish it, because I was making such a big thing. But I painted it pink, because I was like, I want to make Bunny pink, because that's cool. This is, by the way, FNAF 2 Bunny, or Bonnie. I don't know how to say his name correctly. But anyway, I made him pink first, but then I repainted it because I was like, I want to make my first... Because this is actually the mask that I made for my first ever cosplay. Or like repaint it for my first ever cosplay and made it able so that I could wear it. But yeah, I hope, I don't know how I will do it, but I want to finish the other this, because I want to remake the mask, and I hopefully want to finish it before October so that I can take it to the movies, because I normally don't ever go to the movie, even for like a very, very exciting movie that's coming out that I'm like, ooh, but I'm not really that invested into the movie or the franchise or whatever it's from. But I've been waiting so long for this FNAF movie. I am going to it if I can actually go to it in the theaters here. I think I will, because it is getting released worldwide. Hopefully they'll be able to stream it here in the Netherlands. I really hope so, because if not, I'm going to be really sad. Oh, Glamrock Bonnie, nice. Yeah, because we finally saw how he looks like in the, or at least the cutout cardboard version of him. Because he's, or at least, yeah, all the paintings and such in the first game as well. But we really don't see him as the actual animatronic, which is just sad, because Bonnie is my favorite. And it's so sad that a gator or an alligator just took his place. And like also, because we know kind of the reason why Monty replaced Bonnie, but there's not really any story behind why Roxy replaced Foxy. Because, spoilers, again, for the Ruin DLC, there was gonna be a ride for Foxy. Like, they made a whole entire thing for Foxy. There was plans to doing it, but it never got off the ground, because apparently, safety concerns. Whoa. Which also means, why safety concerns? And why did Cassie find that ride so much fun? But it never really, it was never really there in the first place. So I'm very curious if that ever gets explained, or if it already did, I don't know. But we never really get any confirmation on why Roxy is a stand-in for Foxy in the Glamrock, or at least FNAF Security Breach. Or unless I completely missed that. That could also just be me, that I completely missed that, and or people are already like, yeah, it's because of this. That could be also the thing, but like, we know kind of what happened to Bonnie, but not what happened to Foxy. Like, what? Why? Because there's two new people. It's Glamrock Monty and Glamrock Roxy. Or Roxanne. Because the other one, their full name is Montgregory, I believe. Yeah, Montgregory Gator, right? Or did I completely get that wrong? Anyway, he's mostly known as Monty. but yeah, I don't know what to talk about. But yeah, I'm curious on what the story behind that is, because we don't really know why is Roxanne, or should we say how is Roxanne after everything? Like, how is she? You know, is she okay? We never ask. How is Roxanne or Roxy? Because she, in the game, I'm not a spoiler, but she got fucked up. Like every single animatronic just got fucked up. Like even also one other thing. Or was that, no, it wasn't his legs, was it? Yeah, it was his claws. Never mind. Or was it? Alright. No, because I was like, because you can see like the prototype thingy on his foot when you meet the messed up Freddy, or Glamrock Freddy animatronic. But didn't his feet also change when you put the claws on Freddy? Or maybe that's a Mandela effect, I don't know. But for some reason I was like, didn't his feet also change when you put the Monty Gator's claws on him? I could be completely wrong. But yeah. I was like, yeah, because didn't they change? But again, I could be wrong. But it was very scary though to see his entire head not on his Freddy. Like his entire head was gone, and then he had his stomach was his head, kind of, or it was like acting like a mouth, and I was like, that was very creepy, honestly. Very, very creepy Freddy. But like, why are you there? Weren't you supposed to be underground though? Like, Freddy. No! Flip. I just realized I put this one the wrong way. Ah! That's not good. No! Actually, here we go again. Also, I don't know. I'll keep it, I suppose. Flip. No. There goes all my hard work. Oh well, luckily it isn't such a big I didn't stitch much, basically. Hopefully I can still take it out. But yeah, I do hope you have a lot of fun making the Vanny cosplay. Oh, and I'm gonna have a lot of fun because I'm gonna try and find a pattern for it though, because I'm gonna make it easier for me. Oh yeah, because I want to make it all blue themed. Because last time I just had a simple, just a blouse with black jeans and a gilet on, or giletja. I really don't know what to call it in English. Sorry guys, I don't know the English. But it was a very easy. I bought it secondhand, or I just had it in home already. But this time I would like to make some clothes for it. Of course, the black jeans, I'll just keep that one, you know, because that's easy. To just keep it like that. I just want a black jean, but I would love to make a blue blouse, or a light blue blouse with a dark blue gilet. Like, it's not the brand gilet, but it's a thingy that you wear under a fancy blazer. I think that's how I could describe it. Like, I mean, I could also just grab a picture. I could also just do that. Just grab a picture. Give me a second. Oh yeah, I can just use this one. So seconds. Okay. It's not a body warmer, gee. Okay, so basically they're all... Ah, there we go. Like this. I want to make this. Only 30 hands change. Okay, yeah. Then it must have been my imagination then. But yeah, I want to make this, but then in dark blue, and then a light blue blouse for Bunny's. Cause he's blue, so I gotta make it blue themed. So I wanna make that. But then in blue, cause the last one I had, it was also too small for me. It was too small, but I wanted to wear it because it was my first cosplay, and I was gonna wear it to a convention. I was gonna be so cool, and people actually took pictures with me, which was amazing. I never thought they would, because it was such a cheesy first ever cosplay. You know, it wasn't anything special because there were many more amazing. You know what? Actually, I need to show you because. If you know Joy of Creation, you know this cosplay. Where do I have it? Hold on. Wait a minute. Didn't I have it here? Oh, there. This has a different. But just look at it. It's a Joy of Creation cosplay. It's so cool. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't ask who this was, but their cosplay just looks amazing. Just look at that. So cool. Or at least I think it was Joy of Creation. It looks a lot more like their version than the Withered Freddy, right? Wait, let me double check. So I thought it was, and I don't want to. I want to be correct. So, Creation, Freddy. I think it was right. Yeah, it was. It was. But it's such a cool cosplay that I was like, I saw him walking around and I was like, I gotta have to take a picture with you. It was very cool. And like, I don't really take much pictures with cosplayers because it was so crowded. I was like a bit overwhelmed. So yeah, I didn't really have made many pictures, but I just found that one so cool. I just had to. And there was an entire FNAF meetup actually as well on Comic-Con here in June, which was pretty cool because you could see all the ways people made their cosplay, and it was such a cool thing. They made an entire group picture. It was pretty cool. But yeah, it is because I did see a notification from the FNAF channel, so I'm gonna see what they did. Or at least I think I saw. No, this is someone else, but... no. Someone else, but that's okay. The way they made it looked a lot like their way of doing it. But okay. Let's continue, because I want to finish this flower today. I mean, I got till 5 p.m, so... No, I think 6 p.m. Because my mom is out late. I believe. Oh no, we're gonna eat early. Never mind, it's until 6. I mean 5 p.m. But yeah, it was very... fleece fabric, yeah, nice. To have it a bit more of a... like a very, very short fur aesthetic. Because it is kind of supposed to be... It kind of like looks like a fursuit, not gonna lie. But then a very short furred, which you can use fleece for, yeah. Yeah, for me it's mostly gonna be cotton fabrics for my cosplay. Or just fabrics that I have laying around, because I've got a ton. I've got a ton of fabric that I can use, actually. And just paper mache for the mask. Because, gotta be old school. Gotta do some paper mache. Which I'm probably not gonna do on stream, because my hands are gonna be dirty a lot. Looks like a homemade cheap fursuit. Yeah. But to be fair, I think Fanny also did that. Because, you know, they made them themselves. They bought some fabric. Or was it? Now I'm not sure if I remember correctly. I'm not sure if I remember things correctly, but from the tapes, I think she bought, like, she made it homemade, so it would be accurate. You know? You at least got that. You got the accuracy. Like, yeah, it is homemade. Because I think Fanny also made it homemade. Then we were told that she bought, I think, a bunny mask and then some fabrics in the tapes. But I don't remember really how they said it. But something around the lines like that. Fair enough. No. Like, I'm amazed at people that can remember all these things. I mean, if it's your job, understandable. But it's not mine. So I'm like, yes, I know a tad bit of law, but I might need to, you know, rewatch things and be like in that mindset of, or be completely engulfed in like FNAF lore to remember everything. But yeah, it's like, some people don't like the franchise because it's gotten so big and has, like, some people think it's been, you know, catered to kids more. Which is like, I don't really see that, but understandable. And just because of the very big fan base. And probably also because of, or should I say X now? Mostly because of X. That there's just been some toxic people. They were like, no, that can't be true. Like, for theories and stuff, because I heard that FNAF got a bunch of hate for his theories. Whereas I'm like, they're just theories, man. Let him have fun. Let him theorize. Gee. But yeah. That's why some people are like, but that's not a fun fandom. Also doing Vanessa, so it would be funny to have that. Ooh, yeah. That would be fun. And you would actually need another Vanessa, and you can reenact one ending in the original game. Be like, there's 2 Vanessas now. One in the bunny, and one in the just the security one. That would be funny. Be like, haha. when you say it's for kids, like 11-year-old, be like, okay with it. I'm not a fan of FNAF myself, but my daughter seems to like the YouTube videos. Yeah. Like, I think mostly because of the content on YouTube. I don't know if actually 11-year-olds are playing the games. But I think that's the opinion a lot of people have with like mascot horror games. It's like, oh, they're for kids because they're mascots, you know? Which is like, some mascot games are like actually very scary. Like, I don't know if you know Joy of Creation, but that's a FNAF fan game. Like, what's my opinion? I don't know, actually. I'm just like, I really like FNAF, and if you like FNAF, that's good. But just don't hate on people that just want to theorize, you know? Just let them be. It's not hurting you. Just let everyone have fun. As long as they're not hurting anyone, why should you bother? Like, if you don't like the game, that's okay. Just leave. You don't have to see the game. You don't have to play the game. But, you know, if you find it fun, go ahead, have fun. Like, I mean, if they're, like, very, very excited for it, like, I would want to play, like, if I was a parent and my 11-year-old would want to play, like, FNAF and, like, watch FNAF, I'm like, okay, but let's do it together. Because, you know, it can be very scary, maybe, you know, for them. So, like, you know, to have them be a bit more, to have someone to fall back on, basically. Be like, okay, if you find it too scary, we can stop. You don't have to continue playing the game. But if they just want to watch it, you know, maybe watch it together. Like, with any scary movie or anything scary for kids, like, just, like, I don't think there's anything bad with it, but maybe just watch it together so that I can have someone, you know, someone with them. That's my thing, but yeah. That's with anything scary, like, is it okay for kids? I think it's good to let them, like, you know, taste something scary, because maybe they really, really like scary stuff, you know? But just do it together. Like anything, like going to Disney. Go together. Or like anything else they find fun, you know? Because, I mean, I think at that age you'd still want to do stuff with your kids. I mean, I'm not a parent, but that's how I see it. Like, just do it together. I don't see any harm in that. I read Silence of the Lambs when I was 11. Ooh, yeah, funny thing, I wasn't allowed to watch the third Harry Potter movie because my sister was terrified of that movie when she watched it as a kid. But you know, the funny thing is, I did watch my brothers play Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies. So, like, I couldn't watch a Harry Potter movie, but I could watch this 18 plus game. So, yeah. And I found that a bit scary, but since I was with my brothers, I didn't think it was so bad. So I think on your own, it might be just really, really scary and might put you off, but if you're with someone else, it might be, you know, less scary, I suppose. But, you know, I was really like, let them explore. If they don't like it, then they don't like it at the end. But if they do, they might find a very fun thing that they like. So that's a bit my opinion on it. Marigo, welcome in. We're having a very big discussion on FNAF. Because FNAF, I love FNAF. I'm a big fan. And my opinion might be a bit biased on that because of that as well. But I'm like, with many things, if your kids want to explore it, and you're a bit iffy on it, just explore it together. You know, I don't see any harm in that. And if you know, like, realize, like, okay, I don't want my kids to do this, then you decide for them. But if they're on their own, like, I don't like this is too scary, then they made that decision on their own. And I think that's good as well. Then they can know their own boundaries. As well. But I hope you're doing good, Morgu. I just very heated, and I'm not really doing Minecraft. But that's okay, it's a Sunday. But I was in Castle of Dracula at 4 Isoldes. So horror have been here, oh yeah. yeah, if horror's been all your life, you also have a different view on it. Our friend's always shocked that she was that she has seen, jeez, that she has seen Deadwood, but I wouldn't let her read or watch the last Harry Potter. Like, Deadwood is ridiculous and Harry Potter is serious, and yeah, there's a difference. Yeah, my mom was mostly because of the scary guys in cloaks that float around, the Dementors. That's why I wasn't able to, or wasn't allowed to watch the movie, because my sister got so scared of it. So like, no, watch it until you're older. And then I watched it when I was older and it wasn't so scary, or at least for me it wasn't so scary. Or Deadpool. Deadwood. Like, I don't know that movie, but yeah, Deadpool. Deadpool's indeed it can be scary, but there's a lot more comedy in Deadpool, because I watched it myself, or at least I watched it, but I don't remember as much of it. But I do know that it is scary, but there's more comedy, and in Harry Potter it's just scary. And it's British. Like, how much scarier can you get? But yeah. I'm gonna see. You know, I'd be actually very surprised. Like, I mean, do we know what age or what rated the FNAF movie will be? Because that would also be you know, surprising to see, like, what age limit they would put on a movie like that. Like, will it be 18 plus or 16 plus? Because I don't think it'll be lower than 16 plus. At least here, I think. I'd wonder what kind of rating that movie will have. Because it'd be very, very weird to see kids in the movie theater when that movie comes out. It's stupid and funny, and it's more gore. Yeah, it's more gore than scary. Oh, it was 13. Okay. For the people you care. Yeah. I was so sad when I watched the movie where, I forgot the guy's name, but someone very important to Harry died, and I was like, no, this isn't allowed. But that's with most series, like when someone very important or you love the character dies. I really don't like that. I really don't want to believe it, but you know, unfortunately that's how the story goes. But 13, dang. I mean, if 13-year-olds want to watch that, and I mean, I don't know how, because it did look scary, but yeah, I think I can only give like good scare, like, or like my opinion on how scary it is when I see it myself in theaters. Like, I think only after the movie I can like say like, yeah, this was really scary, or this wasn't scary at all. Because from the trailer it did look scary, and there are some scary elements, but I didn't really have that feeling of it yet. But that's again with most things. Like, if I watch it on my phone, I think my scare levels are just, they don't reach that high. Because I'm mostly doing other things as well when I'm on my phone. And if I'm like in a theater where there's loud music, because theaters are very loud. They can be very, very loud. But yeah, I think the theater will also just give a different feel to it as well. I cared about Titan. Yeah. It's just so sad. And yeah, to be honest, I did like Harry Potter, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. But I can appreciate that it was a, you know, a good telling story. I just hate what the creator does to, and with the community, and with the, yeah, it's just very sad, because I just can't agree with people that still like her. I'm like, sorry, but no. And there was lately someone that was making like a self-owned business was making, you know, Harry Potter inspired stuff, and a lot of people give them hate for making stuff because they, you know, very understandable, they don't agree with the one that shall not be named. Sneaky reference. But yeah. But things like that I still think are okay, because as long as there's not any money towards her, I think it can still be consumed, you know, that media can still be a fun, because I think it is a lovely community and the creator just destroyed it, you know. It's very sad. Because the Scream affected everyone during the scene. Emma Watson, yeah. Personally, so, yeah. Oh, you know that personally. Ooh, that must have been even worse for you. Yeah, feel betrayed. Oh, no. I mean, for anyone who knows J.K. Rowling personally and just don't agree with her views, that must have been, because I'm just an outsider, you know, but if it in that circle, that must have been, ooh, yeah, no. Yeah, it was a huge part of a lot of people's lives, and I think it also did help a lot of people, like with other franchises or other stories, that sometimes it can really help someone in, like, finding a community and finding friends, and just, you know, it can be, like, very emotionally tied to someone's being, and then just to hear what the creator, like, what their views, and that, it just makes me really sad, because if that didn't happen, I think it would have still been like a great franchise and a great series. And I mean, from the stories that I've watched so far, and at least from the new movies, from the Fantastic Beast, there are such great ideas around, like, the whole magic stuff and just the entire world. There's such great things, but I just can't appreciate it anymore because of the creator. And then you know, you like see some people go on holiday and then go to one of those shops where you can buy very not so well made merch from Harry Potter. You know, you're like, I know where their money is going now, and I just really hate that we live in a reality that's, you know, the reality. But anyway, luckily there's a franchise that doesn't do that. Or at least, I know I heard about Scott Cawthon that he did support Trump, but his views have changed. He did make that clear, because he thought he was doing something good for the entirety of America, and he didn't know that Trump was going to be such a dick, you know? He didn't know beforehand. And I think that's a valid thing. Like, sometimes you think you're doing the right thing, but end up supporting someone that isn't gonna do the right thing. And many thought so, yeah. Like, many thought that he was gonna do the things that he said he was gonna do, but then, you know, he did what he did, unfortunately. And I think that's a very valid thing. Although a lot of people on X, I still find it weird to say it, but, you know, Twitter were like, really didn't, and that's the reason why he also resigned. Like, he completely, or not completely, but mostly is now left the franchise to Steelwool Studios, I believe. I think he still does some things behind the scenes, but he's not the big pick or the biggest person anymore, which is really sad, because I think he's an honest person from what I've heard. Because, you know, I don't know him personally, I'm a bystander, but what I've heard personally from people that are close to him, that he's a very nice guy, you know? And like many other people, he made an honest mistake, and that's, you know, understandable. But I think that's a lot less bad than an actual self-identified TERF, you know? everyone can make mistakes as long as you learn from. Yeah, and he did learn from them. He said like, yeah, I don't, or at least from what I remember. Again, I could be wrong, because my memory it's bad. But from what I remember and what I heard is that he didn't realize that this wasn't the choice that he wanted for America, because he wanted to, you know, do something good, help the people, or that's at least what I got from the message, and that's not at all what Trump did, and he was, I believe, disappointed at the choice that he made, but yeah, in order to, you know, keep the franchise, you know, relatively, you know, happy and such, he resigned for the most part, I believe. Can I? Yeah, I think I can. Which when I heard, it was like, why? You didn't do anything wrong. But again, that's just me seeing it that way. Other people can see it other ways, but that's their opinion, I suppose. I just find it sad that they just completely hammered on that guy. Like, Jesus. Like, I can understand why you would dig up old, you know, stuff from people that are actually bad people. But if you do it to people that aren't actually bad, it's just like, you're just making it worse. Because that's why it's always very conflicting when you talk about cancel culture and stuff. Like, I can agree with most of it, like why it's there. There's a very good reason why it should be there. But then the media and such make it look so bad that it's like the whole reason why it was there is just completely gobbled up and it's, you know, non-existent anymore. It's like, it was there for good, but, you know, just as many other people or many other things, people just ruin it. Like, why? Why you ruin it? But yeah, sorry for that rant. Or rant? Rant. Vent. There we go. That's a better word for it. Oh, but yeah. I am still very excited about the FNAF movie though. I really can't wait. And I really hope that it's gonna be sent or like put in the theaters here. Cause I'm so excited. And also just to see the other FNAF game that's gonna come out, because there's not one, but two coming out, and it's just so excited. Because I remember when I watched the first FNAF VR game, it looked amazing, you know, for a FNAF VR game. It was scary. Like, you know, you had the remakes of the old games, which was like fun, but you also had the newer games with like the, at least for the Halloween update, where they had the mask and you would ring the doorbell, and you had to put the mask on for the character that was going to be at the door. And it's really fun that they added such fun things like that. Or I think it was also the, like, FNAF 4 was a bit different as well. Like, where you were in the child's bed, like, not the bedroom, but in the closet. And, yeah, it was very, very cool. And I can't wait to see what that's gonna be like, and what theories are gonna come out of that game as well. Because I think there's gonna be a lot for the Ruin DLC as well. For, like, theories and what people are thinking, and just, I'm very excited. I'm just so, I'm like a child getting something fun. But I finally finished the flower. Ta-da! It's a flower. Now the only thing I need to do is actually finish it. And that is because this one, yeah, whoop whoop, is just closing the underside, which is just gonna be a little triangle, or yeah, kind of like this. I don't know what to call the shape. But then it's finished. Because this one, very weird. But the hat is different than the ones in the lyre, but it's the same flower. Like, what? But yeah, it's the same flower, but without the purpley thingies in the inside. Which is like, why? But maybe that's because it's easier for the game character, because the hat is always shown. But the lyre is an idle animation, so maybe they did more fancy stuff for the idle animation. I don't know. I think that's the thing why. You can go back. Bada boom. But yeah. That one can go away, right? Yeah. I'm gonna have to remove so many photos from my phone, because I've been getting so many messages from my workplace that it's getting a bit ridiculous. And I get why we get them, but it's just getting a tad bit annoying. So I'm gonna, and I mean, I get to have to put some photos on a USB stick anyway, because I wanted to do that, because that's one thing that I always learned from my mum. It's just, if you don't want to have pictures on your phone anymore but do want to save them, just put them on a USB stick, or like the saving ones with the, it's like an extra thingy where you can just save your stuff on. I hope I used the correct English word for it. Because we just got an USB stick, which basically translates to a USB stick. I think, yeah. And I gotta have to do that with a few that I have. Because I haven't really been doing that. Because there's just some pictures that I want to keep, but I don't really need them on my phone anymore. But yeah, I'm glad we're gonna have this finished before 4 p.m. Because then we got an hour. I probably won't be able to finish them on the stream, but we'll go on to the leaves, because that's the second thing I need to do. Also, I'm gonna put some pins. Some pins in here. Will they? But yeah, for anyone who didn't know, by the way, the reason why I'm talking about FNAF is because I'm gonna make a poll from which games I should play. And one of the games that I would really like to play is probably one of the FNAF games. But that's one of the newer games that I haven't played yet. Because soon, maybe even next week, I am gonna buy some stuff, which means I can actually start streaming on my PC. Because I want to buy a new webcam, but I'm gonna have some money next week, so then I can buy it. But that means there will be gaming streams, because I would like to play some games on stream as well. Because I think it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I want to try it. And yeah, that. But yeah, I need to buy some things first. But since I don't know, I really want to play a lot of games, but I can't really decide which one is the first game I want to play. And I think it'd be fun to, you know, get you guys to show me which ones you like as well, so they can be like, yeah, the community chose this. It will be in the Discord for anyone who isn't in the Discord. !Discord will give you a link, and for the YouTube it's in the description. Cause yeah, right, let me just open it. Cause oh, so excited. Oh yeah, that was you. Cause yeah, I really want to play some games because I've realized that when I stream my crafts that I'm doing a lot more, and it's been a lot of fun. So I think when I game, I might actually finish playing my games instead of, you know, just having games lying around doing nothing, basically. Sorry if you guys can't see. I'm just very concentrated on this bit because I want to do it quickly. Let's see if this is going to turn out well, because I did try this before and it did look okay. But now this is the real thing, so I really hope it's going to turn out as well as I want it to. You know? Because if this one is done, the flower for the hat is done. It is finished. And then I only need to do the leaves, which is going to be very, very easy to do. It's just putting, like with the satin stitch, I'm gonna need to put the wire in here, which I think we'll be able to start soon. So I'm just so excited to finish it, because then the hat is finished and the wig, and then we finished 3 things so far, which is the shorts, the wig is already finished, and then the hat with the flowers, which is part of the decorations that I've put on my lists. So this part of the decorations will be done. And then because I've already done some things for the lyre as well, the leaves for the lyre are done. I now only need to do the flowers and one of them is already sewn together, like this one. But I just need to add the middle part, the majingy, later on. And eventually, because for these I probably do that off stream because I'm not sure how well this is gonna go, but I'm gonna add some magnets as well so that I can take off the flower from the hat for traveling and such. That'll make it easier, but I'm gonna have to, I don't know how well that's gonna go, so I want to do that off stream in my own time. And then I still need to make some pretty pictures of the wig, and I will do that. It's just gonna take me a second for me to do that, but yeah. And it's more like this, right? But I got the flower, and I think honestly, because I know they're long, but in the picture, let me get it again. I mean, these ones are a bit shorter, but this is the flower. That looks pretty good for someone who's never made flowers before by themselves. You know, like I might cut them a tad bit. But that looks good. There's a flower. Whee! There's a hecking flower. And I can just, you know, make them flat and then ta-da, I can travel with it and then style it again how I want it to. And that was the whole idea that I came up with. Because without it, it looks like this. Although this felt is a tad different than this one. This one's a bit more stiff, but yeah, it looks a lot different than when it's actually finished. Wait, I wanna show it on the wig. Let's go to this one, because I have it in the background. Where was it gonna go again? Yeah, this way. Because the hat fell off. That was my bad. Put it down. Because the flower will be on this side of the wig. Right around here. Like that. Nice. It is about to fall off because it's a bit slippery. But yeah. It's gonna be over there on this side. It's gonna be, ta-da! That's gonna be the flower. On my head. It's a bit weird because I don't have the wig on. Yeah, because this one I only need to close this little seam here, but there's gonna need to be a magnet in here, which I still need to figure out how I'm gonna sew that in. And then for this one, it's gonna be a bit easier. We can go in the background again, and we can go back to the screen. Oh, where were the magnets? Here were the magnets. Because I have these magnets. This one I cut up here and here because this is the perfect size to fit in the band that they made. And I'll be sewing this and this on the felt that I put in because I put a little from the blue felt from this one, because this is pretty ugly. I'm never going to use this for anything. So I put this on the inside to give it a bit more structure. So I can sew this on there and it'll be seamless. And this one, I'll get it out of the plastic, because what I want to do is use this felt and put the magnet in here so that I can, it's a bit more seamless. I think then, and then I can sew the flowers and the leaves onto the magnet as well. And then it'll just be structurally like that, a bit better. But yeah, the flower is finished. Whee! That makes me happy. But now it's time for the leaves. And I think I'm going to start on the bigger one first, because that one's going to take the most time. This I used. I need my bigger needle for this one. Yes, because these are going to go for that one. So I don't need that one at the moment. Was I using this one? I think so. So I'm going to use an embroidery needle, or at least something close to it. Yeah. And there's some stuff in my mouth. Or some fibers from the thread. Because that's what happens when you use thread. But yeah. Now it's just how did I do this again? Do this from here.
The time is 4:00 p.m.
Thanks, laptop. So this is Oop. Just one more, because I want to put the wire in such a way that it won't go out, and so that takes a little bit of concentration, but I think I found a way to do it. But yeah, I'm gonna put the flower over here so you can see what we've made today. Now it's just basically doing a satin stitch over this entire wire. So I think because it was a bit big, there we go, could be a bit smaller. Oop, doop. Nice. Yes. So that's what we're gonna do for now, for the last hour. It's just a satin stitch. The same that I did for the pedals as well. It's just putting the wire in place so that it can't move, and then giving the leaf a bit of structure. Because normally this felt that I bought is a little flimsy. It isn't as dense, I think, as this one, because this one it feels a little bit more dense than the other ones that I have. I mean, it's not a bit, you know, floofy or floppy, you know, but it isn't as floppy as this one, because this one just hangs down a bit more easily, and then this blue one is just it doesn't fall at all, actually. At least with these smaller pieces. If I have the entire sheet of felt, then it is, because it has a bit more weight, but that one just stands up. So yeah, I did think because the leaves are a bit more, can be a bit more flimsy, but I do want to add the wire in order to give them the structure to stand up. Because now, like with this one, I can be like, yeah, this is the leaf. Like, it's not gonna flop and such. With this one, because it can still flop a bit, because the wire, it's actually like very old electrical wire for like tiny builds and such. Like you could also use stronger wires and stuff like that. Like what I used for one other mask that I made. I used electrical wire to make the skeleton for a skeleton. Because I made a dragon skeleton head thingamajiggy. And before I did anything, I made a skeleton out of electrical wire, which helped me a lot to make the shape of the head. I was really proud of that one as well, because that's what was the second cosplay that I made. Right? Yeah, the second one. Which the second cosplay I will remake, or you know, I will improve a few things on that one as well. I would still, you know, keep all the stuff that I did make. But I'll improve a few things here and there. Like maybe some clothing just needs to be done a bit better. The tail will be better. I still need to finish the dragon feet that I made for that cosplay, because they broke, and now I need to figure out how to make them so they won't break, which is basically making the toes out of, like, basically make the toes plushies and then put them on the toes or on the feet in a way that they will stay on. which I might use more magnets for that. Actually, now that I think about it. Because I bought a bunch of magnets from the internship that I work at. Or the job that I work at. It's not an internship anymore. It's my actual job now. But yeah, that's why I also have these magnets, because I got them from there. Because I can't really buy them at the shops. The cool shops. That, how do you say that? That companies or like businesses can go to. Because I'm not a business myself, but there's like certain shops that only businesses can buy. Because then they know they're gonna buy a lot. And yeah. I can't do that yet because I'm not a business. I am a lonely crafter still. But yeah. Also, for next week, there's gonna be another Sunday stream, but also a Monday stream, because I think, because the week after that, I'm gonna work 5 days in a row, and I think that Sunday I'm just gonna be dead, so I'm just gonna take that one to rest. But I still want to do a stream for that week, so I'll stream on the Monday, where I still think I'll have the energy to do a stream. And I think then we'll start on the Cape. Or continue with the Cape, I mean. Yeah. Also, for the YouTube videos, I am a bit behind, but I will post it on there, hopefully today, if I don't forget. And if not, next week. Somewhere around that. Next week, yeah. But for now, because this will, because I don't remember which part this will be for the flowers. But this stream will be put in the decoration playlist, and just the overall venti cosplay. Playlist on YouTube, because yeah, I finally organized it a bit so that you can find the things that you're looking for better, or at least I hope so. At least I hope so. But yeah, the flower, I'm so happy that it's done. It looks so good. Because I've seen a few cosplays, you know, from Etsy and stuff, and from some just people I generally follow on Instagram, and all of the flowers on their venti hat just looks so sad. They look so plastic, and this, you know, I mean, it's still plastic, or no, this one is wool, so this one isn't plastic. So it looks a bit more, you know, natural. It's made out of natural fibres and such. So it just looks so nice. It looks so nice. And I'm so happy. Yeah. Because like, ta-da! And number lore. Yes. Thank you. I am very, very happy with it. That it's done. I hope your cleaning goes well, or it's going well. I hope it's getting nice and clean. Because I do need to finish some things up in the other room to be able to stream on there soon. Because it's a bit of a mess. I've made so many projects and I didn't really clean. And just, you know, getting used to that room and changing things around and stuff like that. Just making it better in general. So that's taken a bit. It's taken a bit. But hopefully soon you'll be able to see the sewing room because it's been there for quite a while. Oh, you're not done yet. But yeah, thank you for being here as well. I do hope the stream has been fun. And yeah. Oh, I can't wait to do the gaming streams because I really want to play all the FNAF games and just all the games that I've been in my library on Steam. I just want to play them games. And you know, Genshin, of course. I will play Genshin. The Genshins. I can't forget the Genshins. Which I actually am gonna play today. Oop. Did I? Okay. I almost did it again. Because last stream I cut myself with a needle on my chin. Well, it's not really cutting. I scraped my chin with a needle and I didn't realize that it was getting into like a wound. But I don't think you can really see it on stream because I'm mostly with my head down. But it was like, oop. And luckily it was at the end of the stream. But later, when I went to the bathroom, looked in the mirror, I was like, oop, that's actually worse than I thought it was. Ooh. But luckily, you didn't really see much on the stream. I think at least. I mean, Twitch hasn't done anything to the video yet, so I think it's good. I haven't had any warnings or such, so I must be good. Yeah, right. Yeah. I think I can maybe finish this one today, this leaf, and then finish this one another day. And then just finish the entire flowers and leaves and with the magnet and stuff. Well, I won't probably do that on the stream because I want to figure that out myself on my own. But yeah. And also we're very close. Very, 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 very close to 50 followers. That means that it's gonna be a piano stream. Piano stream. I'm gonna learn the piano on stream. So I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. Because I do have a piano, or more a keyboard, not really a piano, but yeah, same thing, or almost the same thing, you know. It's okay. Right. But yeah, when we reach 150, it's gonna be piano time. If you want to send some pictures of the progress, sure. You can do that. I would love to see, because clean crafting rooms are always fun. Because I don't know if you know Vile Mods, but they are they customize blasters, and they've been cleaning up their crafting room as well. And it's been so clean, so organized. But yeah, you can do that. I don't mind. I'd love to see. But yeah, I can't wait to finish this and just wear the hat and the wig together. And I really hope the magnet thing is gonna work. I'm still under construction for the moment, but ooh, before December, nice. I hope as well that you can be done before December. When my studio's built, I'm gonna take pictures and videos I may be screaming with the light. So for the video, yeah, probably. I will probably do that. Oh, exciting. Oh, yes, yes. Do it whenever you have the time. But I'd love to see. Because I haven't shared anything of my new sewing room, which I probably should at one point. But I want to, you know, put things in places a bit better. We're also planning on getting one more now I forgot the word. But one more thing where we can put more stuff in, or more neatly, so that we'll have less boxes and we'll have a nice closet, I guess you could say it. But it's not really, I guess it is a closet. But it's like one of those IKEA furniture with the squares, and where you can put squarey boxer thingies in them. Sorry for the weird explanation. I don't know what to call them, but yeah, bins could also be like fabric bins in them. And oh yeah, the Kallax. That was the name. Yeah, because I got that one of them, like 2x4 squared Kallax from my sister, because she has a new she has some new closet thingy majingies herself, so she didn't need it anymore, and we're like, that's perfect, because you know, with oh wait, let me grab it for you, because I forgot the name of it, but for stuff like these, for like the maps, these fit perfectly in the slots. So I've all my maps for or like these things. In Dutch we call it a map, like spelled like map. But a map is a different thing, because that's a map of a location, not a mop where you put stuff in. But yeah, they fit perfectly in there. So I've got all of those, the bigger versions of them with all the patterns that I've made so far from like school and stuff like that. Like I've got the whole folders with all my schoolwork in them, but also all the patterns that I made myself, and all my school books are in there as well, which is like really nice, because now I can like see them clearly, and I can just now grab them a bit better than when they're on a really high shelf. I still need to put names on them, but yeah, we want to buy one more, because we noticed we just need one more to make everything look a little prettier. So yeah, that is one thing I want to do, and also just changing a few things here and there, because you know, when you're working you realize like, yeah, this is not really how I wanted it, so I want to put it differently, and that's just what you do when you get used to a new space, you know, or at least for me that is. But yeah, I'm very excited to share it on stream one day. I still have to figure out how I'm gonna do that with the whole sewing room now, because it's gonna be a tad different. It's gonna be a tad different. And I hope I have enough cables for everything, because I might need to have the extender thingies, because I got one of them, although because of it, I don't know what happened to it. I might need to buy it from a different place, but this camera started to act weird when I used that cable thingamajingy, so I'm gonna have to see what's wrong with it, and if it still does it. I might have been using it too much, you know. Could have just meant that. But yeah, I'll see. Also, give me a second. I need to. Hi. I needed to tell my mom something. But yeah, now I completely forgot where I was, what I was talking about. But it's okay. Oh yeah, about cleaning places. Yes, that's what I think. Because one thing that I'm thinking about though is getting beautiful cameras. Although that is gonna take a while, so you will have to deal with this still for a bit. I might replace this one with the new face cam, or just still use it. I'll see. I will see. But yeah, there might be better quality soon. Which is like next week. So that's soon. Oh, but at least the gaming streams, I can't wait. I can't wait to do them. Yeah. It's gonna be so much fun. And then I'll debut my beautiful VTuber that a crafty jellyfish made. Sorry. The casual motorcycle motoring by or frooming by. Oh, he's lovely. Oh, he's lovely. But yeah, very excited about a ton of stuff. We're almost halfway in. Almost half an hour. Nice. I do think I'm able to finish this till 5 p.m. I also need to see if I'm still in someone else's stream. Oh dang! Or they're playing a game only up, and they're pretty up, or they're very high up. They're walking on Oreos now. That's funny. I've just been lurking in their stream. Because, you know, support your streamers, you know. Lurkers are always welcome. Also, I will just finish this one off here. Oh dang, they're going to a pirate ship? What? Okay. Anyway. I'll see. No. That one goes out. And we're going here. Yeah. There we go. I think that's secure enough, right? I hope so, at least. Yeah, this is a very small thread to work with. I don't like that. So now we're gonna grab a big one. Because I got a bunch of this left, so I think I'll be good. Because, you know, I've been enjoying, well, like, this is not a very, you know, not really embroidery way to use embroidery. But I've been having a lot of fun doing embroidery. I might actually ask my mum if it's okay if I finish some embroideries. Because we have a bunch of stuff left laying around. Then like, it would be fun if I could do that. But I gotta ask first, of course. it's been a lot of fun because I did some embroidery for the hat as well. If you didn't see, it's very beautiful and I love it. I love the embroidery on that. That's my first time like doing embroidery, or at least using embroidery for a cosplay. Grab it. It's so pretty. Look at it. Like this is like some satin stitches that I did. This is I think a vine stitch. Oh, give me a second. There we go. But yeah, this is some embroidery that I did. This is another satin stitch, but then in a triangle-y. Oh, it's so pretty. No, I'm gonna keep you here. Because I might want to use it soon. Or maybe... I don't know. I'll see. But yeah. I'm really enjoying it so far, and we've got a lot of embroidery thread in a box. So it could do a lot of things with embroidery. But I'll have to see if I have the time for it. I might just need to finish a lot of projects first before I start on that. You know, because I don't have enough projects apparently. So keep hydrating. It's good for you. It's important. Don't forget. But for now, I just keep doing the satin stitch. Because you've got like embroidery like this, and you've got also cross stitch embroidery, which is also different. I did learn it at one point as a child with a very easy like method of learning it, which is very funny. There goes the flower. So I wonder if I can still do it. But yeah, like I said, I need to finish a few things first. Which I'll have enough time. In, like, maybe not this vacation, but I've got a bunch more vacations to go. Before the next summer vacation starts again. Because that's one thing that I like about school is the vacations. Because honestly, we're working a lot, you know. Maybe it is better to have more vacations. But then again, life is too expensive not to work, you know, which is sad. It's been even getting more and more expensive with life just being ruined by stupid people. But it's okay. I'm getting by thanks to the government being nice and giving me money. Because I don't make a stable income to, you know, pay for everything myself yet. I just understand. I'm still a student, you know. I am still a student. So it's very understandable. No. Not a knot. No, no. This, just half an hour to go. I think I'll finish this, yeah. I did this little bit in 10 minutes. Yeah. Of course, the start's always a bit more difficult. But once you get into it, it's actually pretty easy. What's that? Oh yeah, I need to grab some green thread soon. Oh, what do I... No, it's not really the green I want. Also, I'm gonna eat a snack. Because I got some candy left. What? It's like a teeny tiny bit, but still nice. Nom nom nom. I like candy. Yeah. Also, I'm very happy. Today is the first time I tried to put in a man bun again. Or at least to put my hair up in a ponytail. Because for quite a bit, my hair was too short to put everything in it. Like that, it didn't leave the ponytail that I made. Which has been quite nice because my hair's been in my face and it's getting annoying. So I'm really happy that it's staying in place so far. For at least a bit, you know? You always got those little hairs that always escape. But at least it wasn't as much as... Because back in June... Oh dang. That's that long ago. But I wasn't able to do that yet. In June. So yeah, my hair grows fast. Dang. But yeah. I might be wearing my hair like this for a while. Soon. Because one, it's easier to style. Because just put a bun in your hair. And then, one, it's also not in my face. I don't get annoyed by my own hair as much. Which is nice. Yeah. It's just a bit easier. And this is what I wanted with my hair anyway. So, I mean, I might need to go to the hairdresser again too, because these are like the sides are getting long again. So I might need to make a new appointment again, which is not too bad. It's pretty easy. It's not that. Luckily, the hairdresser that I go to, or at least that comes to my own home, which is like very nice. She does a really good job, and she isn't as expensive as many hair salons or barbershops are close to me. Like they can be expensive. So that's also very nice that one, we know her personally. She lives quite close to us as well. but she's kind of like a family friend. Oh no, she is a family friend. She does my hair really well. At least I really like when she does my hair. We could talk about anything, how it's going, what I'm doing, what she's doing. And also realizing that our kids are older as well. We just started to go to see the barber and I'm enjoying the experience. Nice. Oh, you never spend money on cutting hair. Yeah. For me, I never, like, when I had really long hair back when I was a kid, you don't really go as much to, or at least I didn't go as much to, like, hairdresser or barber, whatever you want to call it. We just called it copper. So it's called copper. Everyone is just the same. But they do different things, I know. But like, I only would trim the ends of my hair to keep it healthy. And I guess I did paint my hair a few times, which were expensive. But I saved it all up myself, so I was really proud of it. And I made it blue. I had blue hair. Or at least half of it and a few strands a few times. But when I started to have short hair, to keep it looking like you want it, you need to go to like a barber or a hairdresser quite more often than when you have long hair. And with the haircut that I want now, it's kind of easier and you could do it at home. You just need to buy like a thing to shave your head. I don't know if you'd call it a razor, but something like that. Because I only have like the side and the under here that needs to be shortened. But I'm like, it's 24 euros to get it done by her. And that's not that much compared to hairdressers that like ask like 30 or more euros. And I mean, it did get more expensive because just life is getting more expensive, which is very understandable for her to do. Because, you know, it's like, I think she runs her own business, or at least she works, no, she does, this is her own hair business, and she doesn't really take new clients anymore, because she has a big group of people that, you know, always go to her, so she got, or at least, unless unfortunately someone has passed away or doesn't want to go get their hair done by her anymore, then she might, you know, look for new people. But yeah, she got a pretty big client base that are regulars or are all regulars. Where was I going with this? And yeah, it's just she knows that everyone's gonna pay in England, and haircut or restyle at a hairdresser is like £30. If you get a trainee, the same haircut at 15 at the barber, dang. So even with a trainee it's £30, dang. Yeah, I mean, if like, to be fair, both can cut hair. Like, I don't, like, is there that much difference in a hairdresser and in a barber? Is it mostly just gendered? That hairdressers do more, like, longer hair and painting, and barbers just do more shorter and boys' haircuts? Like, is that the only difference? And just price difference? Because, like, they cut your hair, I mean, of course, technique is a thing, and the things you learn maybe in school, I don't know if that's different as well, but like, you just cut hair. Is it that difficult? No, it's all gendered. In fact, barbers have to train to shave faces. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, if that's the only difference, like, why not just go to the cheaper option? They're just gonna cut your hair anyway. Unless, you know, they refuse you because you're not a man. That would just be... I would just go to a place that just cuts hair in at an affordable place, because sometimes, like, if it's just the ends and you pay £30 for that, that's ridiculous. You can do that at home yourself for free if you're just cutting your ends of your hair. Like, I don't get why it's like, unless it's because they're that experienced and you know them personally, that they're like really good, and you're like, okay, I think it's okay to spend that amount of money. But yeah, sometimes I think it's just a bit ridiculous. So far they haven't refused. Oh, nice. Yeah, if you find a lovely place, then of course it's always great to go back. And like, our hairdresser does everything, actually. She can do my boys' haircuts, and she can, you know, do feminine haircuts. Like, she's pretty chill. And she, you know, if you just ask her for like, hey, can you do this? Most of the time she says yes. And I think one other thing with barbers is that, like, when you shave one side of your hand or your head and like have a pattern in your hair, I think that's also a technique only barbers can do. Or at least I think only barbers learn that, I think. Because I know our hairdresser doesn't do that, because she doesn't do it that often, so she hasn't really learned that. Which is like, okay, some people just want to go for the easy haircut, you know? This price is what kept me, yeah, like, very understandable why people just don't go to hairdressers, because sometimes, even for a trainee, £30, you're not paying for their experience. Like, you would think at least it's cheaper for a trainee, you know? Like, if you know someone personally and you know they're really, really good, then yeah, of course you would pay for their, you know, their experience and how well they are doing. But if you know if you know that they're not as good, or just a trainee, who's gonna pay that much for a simple haircut? And yes, of course, if it is like painting your hair, it's very understandable. It's gonna cost more, because you know, one, you're there for a really long time, and painting your hair, you know, for the materials, it's expensive, you know. That's understandable. But if it's just cutting your ends for £30, you could just do that at home, honestly. Like, anyone could do that. Like, maybe not as bad, as good as a real hairdresser or a barber, but at least you can do it. I want to find a barber that can do patterns in hair. Ooh, yeah. I really wanted that as first as well, but now I don't really want it anymore. Like, it's okay for me to just have a basic haircut. Because right now what I'm going for is like have most of my hair like short, and then like the top of my hair, what I have now, like in the bun, I want that to have long hair. And I might paint it again as well, but I need to have money for that first. Because, you know, that's just gonna be expensive. But I know the barber, or the hairdresser, of gewoon mijn kapper. There we go. The Dutch word, kapper. Such a leuk word. Or fun word. Geez, now I'm mixing English and Dutch in one sentence. Eh. That doesn't really work. But yeah, she can paint hair as well, which is really nice. Because she painted my hair blue, or lagoon blue. And it was really pretty, and I loved it. And I want to go back to blue. But the thing is, I also want to start swimming again. And you know, when you paint your hair, it's not really a good idea to start swimming. Because the chlorine is gonna mess up your hair color. So for now, I think I'll just get my hair longer, or like the hairstyle that I want. Get a cool man bun effect with or a ponytail at the end. I don't know. I think it'd just be fun, because one thing that I always also love to do is braid my hair again. And I don't know what the braid is called in English, or in Dutch. I forgot the name for it. But when You can start the braid at the front here and then go to the back, and then it be a loose, like, braid. I would really want to do that with my hair, but my hair needs to be a lot longer for me to be able to do that. And just know braiding it was a lot of fun to do in my free time when I was bored. It's like, start braiding your hair if you don't know what else to do. And I think, I think it'll look good on me. Because I've been like, I wanted to be a real man and, get short hair and be more recognized as a man. But it still hasn't worked. So now I'm like, I've tried everything. I'm just not going to give a fuck anymore. And I'm just going to do what I like. Which is not at all what standard people think I would do. Because my fashion style is a lot different than other people. Because I'd like to wear more feminine things sometimes, Sometimes I just want to wear a hoodie. And that's okay. And same with my hair. I think I just want short hair, but also long hair. And do braids and cool stuff. And paint it. And then, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But yeah, just knowing that I don't really give a fuck anymore is really nice. Because that makes you do things, that you normally be like, what are other people going to think about this? I want to be perceived as the person that I am. But just knowing yourself that who you are is valid. And just knowing that no matter what anyone else says, you're still valid really helps. And it took me a while to be like, it's okay. Yeah, it's very freeing being myself. And it sometimes still stings a bit when people do misgender you. But I can understand that it can be an honest mistake. Because I've heard from a few people that I do still come off a bit more feminine. Which, understandable. My voice is a bit more feminine. I get that. And maybe my face just looks... maybe I just look cute, And cute can be associated with feminine. Or maybe my height. I don't really know why. I can guess all day, honestly. But one thing that I am excited about is that unfortunately it did my appointment to get hormones did change, so it's a bit longer than I initially thought it would take. Because now I have to wait 3 weeks longer, which is like, I'm like, fair enough, that's not too bad. Waiting 3 more weeks than the initial date, that's fair. Something might have happened and they needed to change the schedule, But I'm actually gonna do it. I got the green light for it not that long, or no, quite a bit ago, actually. But I got the green light, and I'm finally... my voice will change. I'm gonna be so excited about that, and I'm gonna be so happy because that's... I think my voice, like, especially when I speak Dutch, is one of the, I guess, giveaways, but like one of the reasons why people still, misgender me, which is kind of sad. I don't really like it as much, because this especially happens in my retail job, which I'm luckily am leaving. I really don't like it. It's not for me. It might be for some people, and I do hope they enjoy their job with the asshole people that are living in this world. I do hope they can still enjoy their job. Because for some people, that is their job that they really, really like. But just not for me. And mostly there is where people still, call me ma'am. And I'm like, no. It's sir. Me. But yeah. It's okay. I do sometimes get annoyed and be like, no, it's not that. Meh. And like, the day before, no, I think it was Thursday, I did embarrass myself a little bit. Or I think I did. I felt a bit embarrassed because I wanted to correct someone on using the incorrect pronouns, but it completely went over their head. And I was just like standing there for like, I finally wanted to stand up for myself, because I still find it difficult though, correcting people when they don't use the right pronouns. Because they're always so apologetic, and I don't know what to do with that. I'm like, I know you keep saying sorry over and over again, and it's okay. You just made a mistake. You just correct yourself. But yeah, it went completely over the head, and I felt a bit embarrassed. But like, I tried to do my best, but now it's just awkward. Or at least for me it was. Or maybe I just didn't want to listen. I don't know what happened. It was weird. But yeah, that's also one of the reasons why I want to go. It's just because apparently I don't look masculine enough to be perceived as a man to most people that go to the store I work at. But oh well. It's not the worst thing in the world, so. But yeah, sometimes it can still be, a bit meh. It's not fun. But you live with it, I suppose. But at least I'm very excited for being able to finally start hormones. And yeah. There gonna be a lot of voice cracks on streams then. Because, when my voice changes, at least from what I've heard from my psychologist, psychologist, is that voice cracks will be a thing, or more of a thing, which I think are gonna be hilarious. Because I have had a few voice cracks here and there, but not that. Oh, sorry, I'm completely working off stream. I'm sorry. Also, I finished this one in an hour. Haha. That's making me happy. But yeah, I'm very excited. Very excited for that. Because then I'm gonna be able to be even more myself. Then after that, a few more surgeries and stuff. And then I think I can be comfortable. Although I do need to say I am already a lot more comfortable than I was years ago. Mostly because I was able to do one surgery before I started hormones. Because I thought you would always start with hormones, but apparently you can make the choice to start with something different first, depending on your wish, basically, which I was really, really happy about, because one of the things that was a bit more important than me than changing my voice and such was that surgery, which I'm very, very happy that I got that surgery, because I'm 10 times more comfortable with my own body, and it's already making me so much more happy. And I'm very, very fortunate that I'm able to do that. And it's sad to think that other people can't do that just because of in the country they live in. And that just... You really don't wish that upon anyone, But anyway, sad things aside, I finished the leave. It is there. It can now stand up and be like this. Ta-da! This the leaf that will go like this behind the flower. Yee. And then the other one is gonna go like this. And that's gonna be for the headpiece. There we go. Because they are a little bit more up there, but this is gonna look like this. Ta-da! Not only this one need to go, but unfortunately, it is time for me to stop soon. I will put a beginning on this one, just so that I can continue whenever I want to with this one. There we go. Let me just do a little beginning for this one. But yeah, then we're almost done with this. Or at least I am almost done with all the teeth. And then we can start on the cape again. Whee! Because I did I had a collab with a streamer quite a while ago now. But I did do some things for the cape on their stream. But I'm gonna see if I will redo some stuff. Because they don't look as pretty as I wanted them. They're a little boxy and chippy. Yeah, I love the flower. It just looks amazing, and it looks like the flower, or like the actual flower in the game. Like, these might be a little long for these now, because I did make them longer, but I didn't really, because they were originally gonna be this short, but they were a little too short, so I made them longer. But now they're a tad too long. But I might just keep it as well. You know, it's not too bad. We finished one leaf. I might just put some colouring in this like I did with the flowers. I don't know if you can see, but there's a bit of a yellowish colouring to it. And then I'm gonna encase this magnet in some felt so I can sew all the flowers and leaves onto the magnet, and then the magnet can go onto the hat, and then it can I can take it off and on from the hat, so I can travel with it, or just for storage. Ooh, you're so done with your blouse. Nice. I almost forgot to ask how that was going. I hope, because your Miku cosplay is looking really, really nice. And it reminded me oh yeah, I also need to start on the blouse, which I'll have to see. But I might start that at the end of my summer vacation when I have more free time. Yeah. Because, let me just... Because that's the week. Yeah. Because... Yes. Oh wait, I need to put the entire day. But the first week, or the last week before school, I'm gonna take free the entire week. I might do some streams here and there, but I'll mostly be resting and just working on cosplay stuff, you know, calmly and such, because there's gonna be one week that's gonna be so busy. I was so stupid. But it's okay, I will survive, and if not, I'll see. I've got 4 weeks left of my summer vacation, dang. But yeah, that's that. That's what we did. Whee. Ooh, I'm getting tired.
The time is 5:00 p.m.
It's 5 o'clock and time to stop. Yeah, just on time for me, because I'm not going to show you guys anymore, so that's not in the way anymore. Yes, you can, yes, you can raid a raid, because I was like, I don't know who to raid into today. So I'm like, who should I do? But if you have someone that's also creative and fun, I don't mind. If, I'm going to do the sleeves or... Ooh, yeah. If I'm going to do the sleeves of the corset. Well, good luck with anyway. Ooh, sleeves, yes. I didn't see if they were, but sleeves is indeed a very cool bean to raid into. But if they're live, because it's been a while since I've raided them as well. Oh, but yeah, sleeves. I hope I'm saying there. Yeah, sleeves. Yes. Zwembaden in bullbots in stranden. Wow. No, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna see what they're doing. That was in Dutch, by the way. Ooh. Ah, yeah, I got a notification now from from the Discord. Nice. Sleeves is live. Yes. Let's see what they're doing. Because I heard they were making ducks. Or something with ducks. I know something about that. Oh yeah, ads first. Release the ducks. Oh yeah, in real life. BBC. The... Oh, top. I don't really know what that is, but it is at least a lot of fun. Ooh, the duck simulator. Ah. Yeah, there was something with ducks. I don't know if they were making ducks or... Yeah, but something with ducks, which was fun. Well, let's do that then. Let's go and have some fun with ducks. Because I love ducks. They're very cute. Adorbs. But yeah, let's do the outro. First of all, for anyone who wants to join, I have a Discord. There will be a poll so you can decide which game I'm gonna play first on my gaming streams. So yeah, there you go. In YouTube it will be in the description, of course. Just as said, I also have a YouTube, which is gonna be under construction a bit, because, or maybe not, I'll have to see what I'm gonna do. But yeah, here's the YouTube as well, so you can watch back any streams that you like. Then, I don't know if I'm gonna need to change my raid message, because I put a raid message where it's all in caps, and when I first raided someone with my new raid message, I got suspended from talking. So, yeah, we're not gonna do the raid message today. Because I really need to change that, but let's do a raid to sleeves. Yeah, they just started as well, so you can be there for the entire stream if you want to. They're amazing bean. They also do embroidery, more cross-stitch embroidery, and just do a lot of amazing stuff as well. So they don't only do this. Wait, what? Did I? Oh, but I didn't click on anything. Jeez. Right beginnen. Jeebus. I didn't click on anything. There we go. Should be working now. I don't know what happened there, but yeah. Let's go and do a hacking raid. Let's show them some love and appreciation. And I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day, night, or wherever you are in the world, at what time. I hope you have a lovely, lovely time. I'll be back on Sunday next week, and on Monday, the day right after that. I'll post the schedule on the Discord to see what I'm gonna do. So yeah, for now, let's raid, and bye bye!